Hi, I'm Harper.
Ciao, I'm Eva.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and I am super excited because it's my favorite holiday of all time. And this is going to be Ava's very first real Thanksgiving here in America. We've been trying to plan our menu for our first Thanksgiving together, and it's proving a little tricky because Ava is obviously a much better cook, but tends to sort of Italianize everything she does. And I am very traditional when it comes to my Thanksgiving dinner. My dad once made a key lime pie instead of a pumpkin pie, and I didn't speak to him for a week.
So you're Italian in the deep.
I guess so, but only about Thanksgiving dinner. I thought that I should give Ava at least one chance, though, to prove that she can create some Italian-inspired dishes that belong on a Thanksgiving plate. So today, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Ava's gonna cook sort of the classic Thanksgiving menu, but Italian style, and then it's my job to rate the dishes, not so much on how delicious they are, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be delicious, but on how authentically Thanksgiving they are. The question today is it Thanksgiving?
I can't wait, Harper. I just studied for weeks and weeks.
Yeah, this isn't really fair because you haven't even tried most of these dishes. But since when has this channel been about being fair to you? So for all of our non-American friends out there, the classic Thanksgiving dessert is pumpkin pie. And it also happens to be my favorite dessert of all time. So the deck is really stacked against you here.
Because I'm pretty courageous, I decided to destroy your pumpkin pie.
Oh goody. What are you gonna make?
I'm going to make an Italian crostata that is very close to your pie. But I will not going to use just pumpkin, but I will mix the pumpkin with orange marmalade and with ricotta cheese and making a crust with chocolate.
Okay, doesn't sound much like a pumpkin pie, although it does sound good, and I am a big fan of ricotta crostatas, which you made for me before, so let's give it a shot.
Now to prepare our, let's say, custard, crema, and I'm going to use the ricotta cheese, the amaretti cookies. They are Italian biscuits with the taste made by almonds, and they are delicious. And we put a link below if you need them. Then we are going to use some orange marmalade. I choose an orange marmalade that uses just the sugar of the fruit, but feel free to use whatever you want. We need an orange, and be sure that it's organic because we are going to use the zest of the orange. And then obviously we need pumpkin. I was debating with myself if I have to use a fresh pumpkin or this. Then I said, okay, I'm in America, so once in Rome. And last but not least, we need some sugar. And this time we're going to use powdered sugar because it melts better and mixes better with the ricotta cheese. I started to prepare my pie yesterday night because I had to do something with the ricotta cheese. And what I did, I take the ricotta cheese and put here to drain the water because as you can see the ricotta has water. With this amount of ricotta I used 100 grams of powdered sugar. But in order to understand which quantity of sugar works for you, the only thing that you can do is try it. For me it's perfect.
Now it's time to cook the stuffing. Now I think out of all of the classic Thanksgiving dishes, this is the one that you struggled to understand the concept of the most. Is that fair to say?
Actually, yes, it's real.
Well, once again, for those who are not familiar, stuffing is basically dry, stale chunks of bread that are then soaked in broth. And there's also a lot of butter and celery and stuff involved. And it's really delicious. But Eva has an Italian version planned.
See? And mine is very delicious.
Okay. But is it Thanksgiving?
What I'm going to do is obviously my broth for my stuffing, and I'm going to use the bones, turkey bones, potatoes, onion, celery, and carrots. And I will cook this for more or less 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. It's heavy.
Moving right along, it's time to make perhaps my favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner, which is the cranberry sauce. And cranberries are new to you, aren't they?
They are completely new to me because in Calabria we don't have cranberries. Apparently they look like cherries.
Raw cranberry. So, do you think you can make a delicious Thanksgiving dish out of cranberries?
You should tell me that they are horrible.
You're probably gonna want some sugar.
I need a lot of sugar. I know that maybe it can sound crazy, but I'm going up to make a cranberries caponata.
So for those who are not familiar, a caponata is an eggplant dish. Are you gonna put eggplants in it?
No, not eggplants.
Okay, so cranberries instead of eggplants?
I will mix cranberries with apples.
Okay.
Because I need to make them sweet. They are too acid.
Okay.
Acidic.
Well, caponata is one of my favorite dishes, but it's very savory, and I don't quite see how it's gonna work with cranberries, but maybe it's delicious.
I don't trust me this time.
I don't know if it tastes like Thanksgiving, but that looks like Thanksgiving. Do you know what's next, Eva? Mashed potatoes.
This is pretty easy. Come on.
Yeah, how are you going to make this Italian?
More than Italian, I will make my mashed potatoes Mama Rosa style.
Ah, Mama Rosa style.
So I will make the puree di patate as she made when I was a child. So I grew up with this. And for me, it's like also a memory of my childhood. So Mama Rosa style.
Okay, Mama Rosa, it's on. finally we come to the main event, the turkey. How do you say turkey in Italian?
Tacchino.
Tacchino. It's tacchino time. So normally our turkey for Thanksgiving is pretty simple. It's just a big roast turkey. How are you going to Italianify? How are you going to make this Italian?
I'm not going to use the old turkey.
Okay.
Because this is something that belongs to America, so I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
I'm going to use turkey breast. And I'm going to stuff it. And then roll it in bacon. And then roast it.
It sounds really good, but it also doesn't sound very Thanksgiving-y.
We will see if I will win or you will win. Can you see the color of my flag? Green, white and red. It's Italy! I know that this is not 100% Italian, but one of our wonderful viewers sent this direct from Ireland. And come on, when you have the original Guinness, you can just do something unbelievable good.
So I almost forgot, but now that the turkey is in the oven, do you have a gravy plan? I sure hope so.
Yes, sure, I have a gravy plan.
Okay.
How do you feel about liver?
Okay, regardless of what verdict I come to regarding the Thanksgiving compatibility of this meal, I'm super impressed and it all looks really delicious. Why do you look upset?
Harper, you put everything in my plate.
What do you mean?
You put the turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and the caponata all in a plate.
That's how you eat Thanksgiving dinner. You eat it all on one plate.
Not in Italy.
Well, you're not in Italy. Happy Thanksgiving. You should be happy I didn't mix it all together, which is what I normally do. Normally, when I eat Thanksgiving dinner, I always start with the turkey and then sort of work my way down. What do you think?
You need to judge. You have to judge.
All right, we'll start with the turkey. Okay, I've got some of my turkey, some of my bacon.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito. As I suspected, it's very delicious.
So is this Thanksgiving, the turkey?
Okay, in terms of taste, it's pretty Thanksgiving. I mean, it's turkey. And bacon, even though it's not traditionally a Thanksgiving food, now that I eat it, it kind of makes sense for Thanksgiving. Like, why not? It's bacon. The ricotta cheese filling is amazing. The only thing I will say is that you really miss having that big bird on the table, a big roasted turkey. And so under normal circumstances, I think I would say that this is not Thanksgiving. However, it is 2020. And in this wonderful, wonderful year, a lot of people are celebrating Thanksgiving in a much more scaled down way and not visiting family. And I think that there's some real value in not cooking a 12-pound turkey when you are serving 2 or 3 people. So if that's your situation, this is a pretty awesome alternative. So this gets 2020 Thanksgiving, yes it is, status.
Okay, so that's good.
Mashed potatoes time. Now these mashed potatoes are seemingly pretty normal mashed potatoes, but with Parmigiano
And an egg.
and egg.
Mama Rosa style.
Mama Rosa. That is very Thanksgiving. It's just really delicious mashed potatoes. It's just cheesy mashed potatoes. It's totally Thanksgiving. Totally Thanksgiving. 100%. Now this is one that I'm really curious about. The stuffing. I can't describe the smell. It looks amazing. It doesn't really look like stuffing, but let's give it a shot. Does this have a name? What is this?
It's inspired to a Sardinian recipe. They call it, if I don't make a mistake, zuppa coata. That is made by broth. They use sheep broth, but I had turkey. With cheese, Sardinian cheese, but I used the caciocavallo and bread, so.
Okay.
Buon appetito!
Buon appetito. What? I'll be right back.
That can work as a stuffing.
Yes, it totally works. The form factor is weird because it's like whole sheets of bread. So it doesn't look like stuffing, but it actually tastes like maybe the most delicious stuffing I've ever had. So, yeah, that is pretty Thanksgiving. You're doing a lot better than I thought. You're doing a lot better than I thought. I knew it would all be good, but I really thought that this was going to be less Thanksgiving compatible than it is so far.
He doesn't trust me.
Sardinia, you say?
Sardinia.
Okay.
We should go to Sardinia.
Yes.
We go to Italy.
Yes. Okay, well, here's where you're going to strike out because there's no way that olives and capers belong in cranberry sauce.
Look, I took a risk.
Yeah, you did. This caponata, it does look good. It looks very, very Thanksgiving-y.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Oh.
I don't know how a cranberry sauce tastes, but this tastes delicious.
Okay, cranberry sauce kind of tastes like that, except not as good. That is really good. And it's totally Thanksgiving. It's tart, it's sweet. I thought it would be much more savory. Much more like hard to get past the olives and the capers and the onions and everything. That is excellent. That is excellent. And with the apples, with the cranberries, it's like, it just tastes like a really, really elevated cranberry sauce. We need to try the gravy. And there's only one way to try the gravy. It's to pour it over everything and try everything all over again. Yes. Would you like some?
No.
No? You don't want to try the gravy?
On the turkey, yes. On the rest, no.
Okay. Oh. That is surprisingly gravy-like. When I saw you making that, I thought, okay, that's pretty weird. It might be good, but it's not going to taste like gravy. That actually tastes like gravy. Wow, so you really knocked it out of the park. Everything has been totally Thanksgiving worthy.
I'm happy. I'm happy because for me this was a big exam. And it seems that I did a good job.
But Thanksgiving dinner is not complete without dessert. Last, but certainly not least, our pumpkin crostata.
Pumpkin orange ricotta crostata. So this is the last test because until now I have a 5 on 5.
Yep. If you pass this, you win Thanksgiving.
If I don't pass,
You get deported.
buon appetito!
Buon appetito.
So from your reaction, I should understand that it's enough Thanksgiving.
It's delicious. And I'm going to ask you to make it again. But it's not Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. This is the only one. It's not pumpkin pie. But it's delicious. And that shouldn't stop you from making it for Thanksgiving. But it's definitely not a replacement for pumpkin pie. But boy, is it good.
So, but now I have a question. What it was your favorite?
Okay, favorite was definitely the stuffing, the zoop, what did you call it?
Zuppa quata.
Yes, that's
Sorry.
definitely my favorite. If anyone is to try these recipes, that is the one I recommend trying first. The other that I not only hope to have again, but I demand we have at our real Thanksgiving is the cranberry caponata. I'm sorry, I now think that is better than any cranberry sauce. Fight me.
Those was the two dishes that scared me most.
True.
So
That's
it's like
true. I found that good things happen when Eva challenges herself. Well, good. We made a lot of progress today. We figured out our menu for Thanksgiving today, but now it's time to start figuring out our menu for Christmas.
one thing, Harper, that I need on our menu of Christmas is panettone. That is the dessert of Christmas. That is Christmas in Italy.
I've never had panettone before, but doesn't it take a really long time to cook?
See, Harper, it takes so much time that we need to start now.
We better get started, but we do want to give our viewers the opportunity to cook along with us. So, if you're interested in making your own panettone along with us, you have to start the process, what is it, like 20 days in advance, something like that?
20, 25 days in advance.
Okay, so if from this video you want to cook along with us, come follow us on Instagram at Pastagrammar, and we will be posting a video when we start our panettone dough, and then we'll post video updates along the way with sort of the steps you have to take to follow along, and then we'll finish off by making it sometime around Christmas. So if you're interested in making panettone with us, come check us out there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to try any of these recipes, check out the video description below. There are links down there. And also tag us on Instagram or Facebook at Pastagrammar. We'd love to see what you come up with. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Ciao!
Ciao!